Hey guys, we're Johnny and Whitney, the Life Theory couple. We moved from the United States to Colombia back in December 2021 and haven't turned back. And because this is Whitney's home country, it has given us many opportunities to spend more time with her family and to have them tag along on some of our adventures. In this video, we take a 5-day trip in which we drive all the way from Bogota to the Tatacoa Desert. The Tatacoa Desert is the second largest arid zone in Colombia. It occupies more than 330 square kilometers and is located between the eastern and central Andes mountain ranges, just about right in the middle of them. This gives any visitor an opportunity to observe a unique 360 view of contrasting desert landscapes with tropical mountain backdrops. Although Tatacoa is known as a desert, every guide will inform you otherwise. It's truly categorized as a dry forest. I'm certainly no geologist, so I'll take their word for it. To get to our accommodation in Villa Vieja, the closest town just south of Tatacoa, we needed to cross the Magdalena River by boat. Because there are no bridges that cross the Magdalena River close to Villa Vieja, this is the best method to get to the town. You simply pay about 20,000 pesos or $5, drive your car into a small carrier boat, and they get you across the river in about 3 minutes. If traveling by car, choosing this method of crossing the river versus other routes does reduce travel time by about 2 hours. Booking tours in advance is not necessary. The little town of Villa Vieja has quite a large network of tour guides, and you should be able to just book the day before without issue. There are generally 2 places to tour, the Red Desert and the Gray Desert. Each tour costs about 120,000 pesos or $30 for the entire group, and each tour lasts about 3 to 4 hours depending on your speed. Make sure you're properly hydrated throughout the tour and wear plenty of sun protection, as it does get quite sunny and hot.
So the cacti, it has like this sponge outside the wood, which is what keeps the water. And then inside of it has the wood. Ah, es que eso está bien enterrado.
Ush.
Hermanito, pruebe.
El desierto, or as they call it, a dry forest. We're in the dry forest. Dry tropical forest.
Colombia doesn't have deserts.
Nope, except in the north.
No, that's not a desert.
Really?
Yeah, that's a dry tropical forest.
Here's a rock that is cracked because basically it gets really hot during the daytime, and then at night it cools off, and then it cracks the rock, much like if you put a hot glass inside of a freezer, it would crack it. But it's overcast today, so it's not super hot. Very interesting. 9:13 in the morning, and it is hot. It is hot in this little dry forest. It's beautiful. Got mountains all the way around. We're kind of in a canyon. We're walking with the tour guide right at the front. It's pretty neat.
Ponga el pie acá. O mejor si me lo hubiera puesto acá. Cuidado. ¡Ay, ay, ay! ¡Oh!
There are a few other activities to enjoy within and around the small town of Villa Vieja, such as floating down the Magdalena River. For about 25,000 pesos, or $5 to $6 US, they'll give you a boat ride to a calmer part of the river, they'll have you put on a life jacket, and they let you freely jump into the river and just float along with it. Underneath the dry forest, known as Tatacoa, are natural cool water springs. Many of the local property owners have built pools and pumped the natural spring water into them. And for a small access fee, you can enjoy one of these privately owned natural pools all day if you choose. It's a great break from the heat and definitely highly recommended after the tours. Some locations even have mud baths to enjoy. And since we were traveling with a 10-year-old, we couldn't resist the temptation to get a little dirty. ATVs are available to rent. However, you're not freely welcome to just mosey around the desert. You have to stick to the designated road. This is because the desert is protected land, and the locals work effortlessly to preserve its natural formation. The Tatacoa Desert, or dry forest as we should say, is a unique spot in Colombia. Most of the country is quite humid, moist, and rainy the majority of the year. And this region gives you a different point of view that can help you appreciate the beauty that makes up this amazing planet.